So I'm currently 11th out of 51 remaining, and 215 going to first, and 5,098 average stack. So they just made me blush before I registered, so I guarantee you I'm not even going to finish in the money. Guaranteed. I'm going to record it, I'm going to play phenomenal, but I'm not going to finish in the money because they made me blush, because they have to make me register me so they could justify cheating. And how Canadians are going to punish the Canadian government for that. If I've never done anything that's criminally, bring me to court. Charge me criminally. If you think I've ever done something, you can't rip me off financially and sabotage, rape me physically, and do all this and violate me. Make a court case. I want a court case, because I go to a court case, I walk in as the little man, I come out as the king of the world. They'd ripped me off trillions of dollars. And then once I have that trillions of dollars, what am I going to do with the trillions of dollars other than hunt down my violators? These people have to pretend to be me to evade the system detection. So the system should be suspicious to the system that there's always multiple guys that look like me, and only one of them has a satellite on them most of the time. That's the test. Whoever has a satellite. Same with my kids. Because they have satellites following us. They don't even have satellites following Justin Trudeau, so I don't know what he thinks he's doing. He's a sport and blind. This is the British Commonwealth. So it'd be foolish if people went to my old YouTube account and still compounding their problems from 4 years ago. I'm going to be able to show how many times each government saved pedophiles with my body. And then execute their entire family. Unless they're innocent. Because some of these kids could be innocent. They would have to be unborn. Because I did try to save the good family members. Because there's these enemy combatants. There's good people in their family that are victimized by the evil members of the family. Basically. But some of these evil families have tried to recruit their good family members that would have survived for the bloodline and possibly got my evolutionary DNA, but they sacrificed for the whole team. There's very few people that stand out most of the time and cause the rest of the team to suffer. It's one guy makes the rest of the team do push-ups. And that would only be out of compassion, because there's such an inherited risk. Like, it's a family of parasites, so why would I want these parasites to be around, leeching off my good citizens of the world, the good people that believe they have private thoughts? Those are the people I want to protect. Those are the only people on the planet I care about, other than my 2 kids. And that should be billions of people. There's very few people that know about this. So hopefully I could get something, rally something, get some early momentum in the tournament. So I got to play unorthodox, because they're cheating most likely. So I got to play this hand differently than I would historically. I post these videos and partly to raise my competitive level, basically. So I have to recall how I played and what tendencies and weaknesses I shown and how I can be exploited, and then adapt from there. So I'll almost certainly lose a flip or two. Every flip, probably. I won one flip today, but I've won one flip out of the last 5 or 6 on PokerStars. And I have video proof of it. Or a hand history proof. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, this guy's taking way too long. I can't believe cheating. People were cheating. It's always suspicious to how I looked at my eyes looked at the hole cards. It's always different because it's a different person. So I'm able to pick this up. I know myself so well. So they're willing to cheat for $186, but they suck. So they'll never win the $186. If you could cheat and you're at the $5 tournament table, you're a very poor cheat. You suck at cheating. And why would you cheat anyways in poker for so little money when you could cheat at the stock market and make billions? If you really want to cheat to make money. Why cheat at a game of skill? It's like you're a liar. You suck. Most of these celebrity poker players are most likely cheats. Most. $79 entries. That's all right. Hopefully there's several hundred. I had a feeling he got lucky there. That's why I hesitated on that turn. So they're gonna have some explaining how they have all these random subliminals just for me. Pretty suspicious for the king. Some people have enough power they could pretend to be me. Huh. They hacked me pretty good there. So some people could pretend to be me. They have power so they could have satellites like George, a little parasite in the royal family in the United Kingdom. Once people see the terror that the kid does to the world, they won't see him as a little boy. They'll see a monster. His entire family, basically. The fake royal family. Not the true royal. Let's see, I'll probably lose a flip if I get called. Almost surely I'm gonna lose. It was pretty obvious that I was gonna lose, especially with 2 callers. I won 1 flip out of 6 or 7 on PokerStars in the last day, which is suspicious. And my hand history is going to reflect how poor my heads-up record is, so they're going to owe me lots of money. I'm going to bankrupt the company because I'm going to create a class action lawsuit against them and take them for it all. Because they've stolen so much money, they prevented me from making, but punitively, for years, they've been robbing my enjoyment and making me pissed off. And then economically stopping me from making millions. I'm pretty much only staying in Canada until I'm almost 50. I'm 47. Gonna be 47. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be 47 in October. But staying in Canada until I'm 50, and then they have to release documents. Same with the American government. They're gonna have to release what they know about evolution. Let's see what garbage I lose to. Oh, maybe this guy will get some folds. Okay, so I bounced back in it. Hopefully I get another weak call. And unlucky. Eight, 9 suited. And I knew that guy was intentionally made that play to play against that guy that was likely to call with the weak hand. Fuck you, PokerStars. The best thing about being me is eventually I get my way. It takes a period of time, but for instance, PokerStars, they secretly want me to play here as often as possible. By them not allowing me to thrive, where do you how, when I'm not allowed to play in tournaments because I'm restricted on winning, I lose. How often am I going to play in your fucking tournaments, dummy? They should be wanting me to play. They shouldn't restrict me and let me play and win as often as I'm capable of. And then they would begin, instead of me complaining about them, and talking about class action lawsuits, I'd be like, oh wow, I love it, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Every one of my videos would be like that instead. But you treat me like shit, and I'm gonna point out all the discrepancies. Like, I got them by the balls. I have a video that shows me looking older 4 years ago on YouTube. It says 4 years ago. And then another video from YouTube. It says 3 years ago, I look younger. Where the same wrinkle's gone. I almost want to call, but I won't. So I know where aging is controlled in the brain. So they're hacking my brain to make me age, basically. So I pointed it out on many videos, and where gray hair is. So I know they're causing me to go gray. So if they don't stop it, they only compound their problem. It just it's not like I'm having kids now, sharing my evolutionary DNA and help propagate the mankind when I'm kept homeless, and only these evil people would get my kids if I was to share right now. Once I'm king of the world, I can make sure only innocent people get my kids. Wholesome people. I don't want parasite people to get my kids. People that want to rape and hijack and maim and like they've tried making me amputees. They've tried causing bone cancer. Not they're so greedy. Not and it's put on my right leg because I like to drive. So the gas pedal is on your right leg. So it's not even. They didn't even go for the ankle. They went above my knee. They try to go as high on my thigh as possible. So I wouldn't even be able to have a lower prosthetic, basically. That's how evil these people are. But they can't because they need a leech off me. And if I'm incomplete, there's less of me to leech off of. So covertly redirecting any amputee storylines, anytime they tried making bone cancer, redirecting bone cancer back to anybody who ever tried initiating bone cancer on my biology or my kid's biology. And if not, then nobody else has to worry about it. That's the thing about these maneuvers. If you never did anything to me, you don't have a fucking problem. But if you did do something to me in the artificial system, you're wanted. It's like lasers and that you can't evade. Right now they can because I'm not the world leader. But once I'm the world leader, there's going to be nowhere to hide. And it's just an inevitability. Because my biology is needed forever. So they can't really keep people alive with my technology. So I'm likely to be the oldest person on the planet at one point. I hope not. I hope that never happens. They work. They spend a lot of money to undermine me.
We can still go the other way.
I developed a solution for Sudoku puzzles that dominated, at that point in time, the hardest Sudoku puzzles that I could find online. And then artificial intelligence found a strategy, found Sudoku puzzles that formula didn't work with anymore. But I could make it so there was. Let's see how this goes first. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna run with it. I already lost to ace to the higher kicker. Nice. So anyways, because I have to become world famous to advocate for my DNA. If not, I would want to be anonymous. So one way to do it was with Sudoku, but the first place prize for the world championship was only $10,000, right? So it's not enough. But yeah, you could look on my YouTube channel. I'm sure I must have something about Sudoku on there. Maybe not. I thought I did. I did email somebody a Sudoku strategy and never got a response, but it was one of the top Sudoku guys in the world. So he must have had something to do with the artificial intelligence. Because I basically sent them a video showcasing me dominating a Sudoku puzzle that was hard. That should have taken an hour and a half. I did in like 15 minutes or 45 minutes or something like that. With my new strategy. And it's a game that's been around for thousands of years. So I had a new perspective on it that dominated it until Sudoku. And I thought I could play it for thousands of years. I love Sudoku. Love it. Love it. And nice bet. But I don't believe him, so I'm gonna pump it up. So anyways, Sudoku wasn't it, and then COVID happened, so it's like I love games, so why not master a game that I can make money at, basically. So I decided on poker. And I previously, about 10-15 years ago now, I came first out of 8,000 in the tournament, and then didn't play for 10-15 years, and then within a week of playing real money poker, I came first out of 1,500. And now I came first in a $10 tournament last week, and they're kind of allowing me to succeed more now. It's like I've been ranked professional on a real money website 4 times, and I have video proof of it. So how could you never make money on competing against Ontario, whereas the other website, I was competing against people around the world. And when I was competing against people around the world in tournaments, I was usually the best Canadian in the tournament. That was my goal. Every tournament was to be the highest Canadian or one of the highest Canadians in the tournament. So now I'm competing against just Ontario, and they're using technology to restrict me from dominating, basically. But imagine stopping one of the best ever to play. That's what they're telling me. They're telling me that they spend so much money on cheating me that I'm one of the best ever to play. So imagine not seeing that guy on the highest stages, at the biggest tables where there's the most money and pressure on the line. Imagine not seeing that guy performing at those stakes. Only watching him play at the $5 tournament table. And there's very few people that Guy La Liberté, the owner of Circus du Soleil, is he just hijacked my psyche. But so there's some billionaires, and the owner of Virgin, what's his name, Richard? It's funny because they hacked my brain to forget names and faces. If not, I knew the guy's name. Let's see. I said it clearly, but they're trying to skew because in the future I'm going to use my Google search to see donor version. There we go. Richard Branson. So I'm trying to build a metadata trail. That's why I said it like that. Because if they didn't hijack my psyche, then they would have a liability lawsuit against me. Potentially. But I could prove. So a hockey player wants some affinity. I mentioned him in a previous video. But he's his cousin is born the same day as my son, so they've been leeching off my son particularly. So it's stopping that. Okay, I moved to another table, which sucks. Because you have reads on players. And now you have to get new reads on players. But if you were bluffing and you got caught bluffing lots, then going to a new table sometimes is a fresh start. But this time it sucked. So I'm currently 33rd out of 82 remaining. 7,621 and $131.33 going to first. Yeah, all kid TV program in the past and currently would have to be viewed because it definitely industrializes some of these sexual deviances. some fucking... Yeah, it's awesome. These people that listen to me, they don't respect me, so I don't respect them. So I'm trying to intentionally call them different nationalities, and if it's conscientious, not conscientious, contentious is the word I'm looking for. Like a lot of East Indians don't like being called Pakis. But if they see me over in India, am I an American or am I a Canadian? I'm probably an American. And this is all, like, the metadata would show that it's only within the last 2 days maybe. But I have to stoke the fire for these evil people. Because they secretly don't want me to do things like whatever. It's none of their business what I do with my biology. It's my body. My body. It's not the world's body. So if I choose to eat beef, that offends a lot of people. Just the fact that I eat beef. These anonymous terrorists of mine, they harm me because I eat beef. Imagine that. God chose this guy with evolutionary DNA, and his body thrives off eating beef. And just because some person that lived hundreds of years ago said you couldn't eat beef, God would say don't eat human meat unless you had to in a survival situation. That's what God would say. But when you eat meat, you're eating muscle. It becomes part of your muscle. Our bodies kind of thrive off eating flesh. That's why we're omnivores. If not, our eyes would be the size on the side of our heads, and we'd be fearful for our lives because we'd be prey. But imagine that. Some strangers, people all throughout the world, hate me just because I'm a Westerner that eats beef. Or I happen to have been born Christian, and that's my name for other groups of people. The audacity of them. And the main thing is I have ethnic relations to most major religions. Pivotal figures. So I'd be the unifier of all religions. Some believe me to be like God incarnate. I'm not God incarnate. I'm God's warrior. Absolutely one of God's warriors for sure. But not the God incarnate. I might be. Who knows? I wouldn't want to be. I'd want to have a patriarch figure that I could look up to. Like my father. He passed away, but he's a brilliant man. They orchestrated his life to be an alcoholic, and but he's a pro athlete caliber player. He was offered a pro hockey tryout, but he partied the night before and missed the flight, so he blew his opportunity. And this is only when there was only 6 teams in the NHL, not 30 teams, so it's much easier to make the league nowadays. And his IQ was over 140. He was very good looking. Like, everywhere we went, women looked at him. He had no problem meeting women. And what else? Very perceptive. He was really good at kind of planning my trajectory, where I'd be going in life. He kind of knew, had me pegged to a T, right? Like, being my father, you watch your son or daughter grow from birth, so you know them better than they know themselves at that point, until they're adults. Then they know themselves especially once they're not out of the home. When they're young adults, but by the time you're 40, you're kind of pretty seasoned. You don't need mom and dad too much. Well, I do. I need them, but my parents are dead, right? So I kind of got my own back. Let's see. This is a very nice looking hand, but pretty disappointing. Is what I call this hand. It's pretty, but pretty disappointing. He's all in, so I'm calling. Crazy.
shoes in a guy's fucking truck. Or where these fucking stupid Timberlands.
Oh, this sucks. I wasn't recording, but I went all in pre-flop. He called, and I knew I was gonna lose runner, and it happened. And I called it, but I thought I was filming, but I was just left. I was in the sun, so I couldn't see it blinking. Runner. Site's so weak. Brazilian players would come and pick us apart in Ontario. And possibly the Germans. And the Brits. Time to cheat in a $5 tournament. $5 tournament. Sell your soul for a $5 tournament. I don't even care if I lose. I'm probably going to lose if I get called. I'm a little disheartened because of losing my pocket kings there. The king 8. Runner. There's other websites that I could go to, but I don't want to have lawsuits against multiple companies, so I'll stick with PokerStars for a while. I got a call, so chances are I'm going to lose. 2 callers, so I lost. Almost certainly. Maybe not, though. You should love your odds when you go all in pre-flop and you get a caller. What did they have? What garbage did they play with? Ace 9 and King 5. I'm glad I won. Figured if I had called, I would have lost. If I jammed, I might have won, but I didn't want to take a chance. There's 30 minutes of late registration, but I don't even think yeah, I got maybe a partial bounty, I think. Let's see, 334. Yeah, so I got a partial bounty. I just showed the company, the gambling network, and the government all in the subliminal realm. Just connected the dots. The triangle of corruption. Oh, it looked like a straight flush. I did successfully put my opponent on a straight flush the other day, and I had the ace high flush. Banana. So I might pull off the win here. Nice. I figured I'd evaluate on the flop, and I just happened to get lucky. So I earned myself a bounty. So I should be about average stack now. Okay, so 24th out of 97, that's not bad. Nice. that must have put me in second place. Out of 96 remaining. 9,791. Good luck me. Thanks. Wanna flip? Jim call, nice. Good luck, box man. Nice. I'd rather this guy have chips than this guy have chips. Because I have position over this guy. This guy has position over me. Oh, then I switched tables. That sucks. That sucks. this hand. Unless they cheated. That's a pretty easy call. Yeah, she got to earn those spots. Because hands like this disappoint me, so I have to win hands when I got 7 deuce. 9-4, Jack 5. When I play a tournament, if you see the top 10 good hands that I win with, and then the top 10 bad hands I win with. And I bet you the bad hands, I win more money, more chips than the good hands. Lost the flip there. What's K-Man doing? I want to play in a big game with this guy. Okay. Good, you? Here we go. Ace 10. I had a feeling. I'm surprised I lost it all there because I had a feeling he had ace 10 too on the turn. Spade, no spade for me. Nice, I want to flip, I got a bounty. So at least I've won, seem to be positive in flips so far, maybe not. But the last three, I won 2 out of the last 3 anyways. But you need to be able to survive those big pots where you lose with the full house to a higher full house and then recover and win. Like, I still have 24K, so it sucks. If he had more chips than me, then I would have lost it. I probably wouldn't have went for it all. Because I was first to act, so I would have played it differently. Possibly. Good luck, me. Nice. I thought for sure I was gonna lose when I seen that ace. I thought for sure. If the phone could see the grimace that I made when I seen that ace, because it always comes. They always hit the ace, but I don't normally recover. So I'll try to earn a couple pots. So I want a pot with 7 deuce, 5-4. If this guy jams, I'm calling. Nice, won another flip.
Thought the 3 was coming that time, so he had so few chips compared to my stack, so it was worth it for me to chase it, I thought. Thought it was going to get lucky. Didn't. Nice, got a bounty.
Nice. I just got out of the store, so I'm going to sit out for about 20 minutes. So I'm currently third out of 62 remaining with 8 KOs, 19,435 and $83.03 going to first. Oh, brutal. That was a brutal turn. You don't have them trap more than that, and just get hammered by luck on PokerStars. Hammered. The fish completely on the hook. That was a pretty good trap. Calls the 3.6k bet pre-flop with threes. You can see if I was betting that way all the time, but that was the second time I made a bet like that. Let's see if I'm playing a big pot with these guys. And win. I thought this guy was bluffing. I wanted to play against him, but the other guy raised. Bum, bum, bum. So I'm kind of hanging in there. I'm close to the chip leader, which is nice, even after those beats that I had when I lost with the three of a kind to the full house. I trapped him perfectly. We got sucker kicked right in the face economically. He had exactly 2 outs to hit in the deck. Lost to my kings. Got called with king 8 of hearts. And I called. I didn't record it though. I wish I would have. Like, I didn't realize it was on pause because I'm like, he's gonna hit runner, runner. As soon as I seen the one heart, I'm like, runner, runner. And sure enough, I lost that pot. I lost when I had a full house there with ace 4. When he had a full house with ace 10. That was a big pot. I'm gonna see if I can play a big pot. Hopefully this guy doesn't jam. If he jams, then I just wasted 6,700. Nice. So I just engineered for myself. Good thing the guy with the short stack was bluffing, because that's the only reason why I was trying to bluff the other guy out of the pot, because sometimes they do bluff. So I was trying to increase my odds. That's all you could try to do in poker, is increase your odds. Make strong mathematical decisions and psychological decisions. You have to make instinct decisions based on past results. Your performance, it's like nobody's an expert fisherman the first day. It's like that in poker. It takes minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master. But after a while, you get really good. But it could backfire. Like when I tried trapping there, I thought I trapped him perfect. I got him to call an all in when he had basically very little chance of winning, and he wasn't drawing dead. That's the only time it's a better trap, is when they're drawn dead and they go all in themselves, and you trap them you leverage them to go all in on their own accord. When they're drawn dead, that's the perfect trap. They have exactly 0% chance of winning, and you made it so they went all in. Is it even done late registration? It must be. Yeah, 39 is 382. That's why you got to get bounties, because in bounty tournaments, the big prize is after say 5th place. Then the prizes are really good, but you make a lot of money in bounties in the meantime. You don't have to finish in the tournament. I mean, in the money to make money in the tournament, which is awesome. There's sometimes I'm making money after like 10 minutes of playing say 20 minutes of playing online. I could be making money in a bounty tournament, which is awesome. Love it. Whereas in a non-bounty tournament, you could have to play for like several hours of good quality play before you end up making the money. Before your profit is sent. I was hoping to get lucky with the club there on the... That's why I call it the 4K on the turn. But I have enough chips I could speculate without risking too much. I'm gonna gamble. Wrong time to gamble. 6. Nice. Nice. The 6 never comes for me. That's awesome. That makes up for the previous 964 times that I lost with kings. It made up from one of them anyways. It was worth a shot. I could tell he had a weak king just by his bet. I was trying to get him to fold. A better player might have folded. I was hoping he was a better player. Because you could tell, usually when they make a bet like that, they have a weak king. When I say weak king, the top pair with a weak kicker at that point. Like he could have had something like king 10, king 4, king 6, king jack. A pretty weak kicker. Like his bet, it didn't look like he wanted me to jam all in. He was reluctantly calling. He didn't snap call me anyways. If he had ace king, he probably would have snap called me.